Hi everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Cable. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll see a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Okay, let me get him in the right spot because I'm going for a big pose, sort of. And what I mean by that is it's you know, big fighting stance, that kind of thing. But also I'm kind of trying to fight him against Deadpool. Like the way I drew Deadpool, you can draw this one facing each other and you'll have like a fighting picture story. I don't know what I'm trying to go for here, but maybe I'm trying to see if this is going to work out, because that's the idea. But ooh, that's a little long. There's the first problem, is I got to get my proportions right. And that's the first hurdle, is to make sure that I get the sizing that I want, so it'll look correct. Because I'm trying to make like almost like a jumping through the air pose, but to a point it's going to look like he's on the ground too, you know. So it is kind of in the air, but it's also an on the ground pose. So I'm just trying to get it right, basically, is what I'm trying to say. You know, I'm trying to make sure that I get the proportions right for that pose. Okay, I think that looks about right. This drawing might take a little bit longer because I am specifically trying to do something unique and different, and it's going to put us in a big draw phase. Boy, it's hard for me to get the foot right at this angle, but that's okay. That's why I just throw lines down. Just trying to find what I'm trying to say. Trying to find the right words, right? Even though I say over and over again, I'm not a writer, I'm not a speaker, I don't have words. I think that will work. There's a lot of lines there, but I think I can pull it together with that. Okay, so let me find some of his weapons and stuff like that, just to make sure that I'm grabbing the right things. Sorry. Okay, there you go. So he's got like a gun something over here. Yeah, okay. No, you know what? I'm so sorry. I'm doing what I always tell you guys not to do. I'm drawing the detail before I draw the character. Like, I gotta make sure I've got enough room that it's gonna work. Then I work on the detail. Okay. That should work. Let's see, and I've got him kind of tilted back a little bit. Let's see. And as much as I always say, I don't want to draw guns, I don't want to promote violence, I need to draw his big space gun. And that's okay. So here's how I talk myself out of it. Here's how I don't feel so guilty. If it's a laser gun, okay, no big deal. I'll draw that all day long. If it's a future space gun, okay. I think I can be okay with that. And mostly I'm just trying not to promote violence, you know? And it's not going to be exact. We all know that I can't draw exactly what this gun looks like. Not with just a quick sketch like this, so, you know, I don't feel so guilty. Okay, so this arm's going to go through here. That means I'm going to put the fingers right there. Let's see, so the knuckles will be here. And see how I'm planning all this out? That's what you always got to do, plan out everything. And that'll put his arm like that. Yeah, and see, and that puts it in the right spot, roughly. I mean, it could be better, you know. But, it basically helped me determine if I've got the fingers in the right spot. And looks like I do. Okay. That looks good. So now I can add detail and specifics, like I was trying to do before. So like all the little things he's got on his chest, his little grenade things, you can add that. And of course I'm not going to be able to add everything. I'm just going to add what I can. But see, that's also the thing, is he's got a lot of his stuff covered because of the angle we have him at. And you know what else I can't forget to draw? The teddy bear, right? Where is... I've got a whole bunch of pictures of screenshots from the movie. So I'm trying to find... I gotta go through each one and try to find enough detail to try to make this look decent. Okay, and the teddy bear I'm going to make up, so... We'll just do something like that. That way we know it's there, you know? Alright. Okay, so let me try to add a face, and this is where it's going to get difficult because, you know, it's a different angle, which is good. We get to do something different, you know. That's the fun of trying something crazy. Is we've never done this before, so it's going to be a little fun seeing where we can take it. Okay, so side view face, kind of a profile, but also kind of a 3/4 because we kind of want to fit that other eye in too, right? So. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, so we're going to put one eye here. The other one here. And there we go, so we can see it. And let's see if we can make him like a yelling face. You know, kind of jumping through the air, screaming, yelling. Okay, not bad, not bad. Not great, but not bad. Gotta remember his mouth is open, so it's gonna be a little more lower than I was drawing. Yeah, that might work. A little cartoonish, but hey, that's all right. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, alright, alright. How's yours coming out? Awesome. Okay, so running a little long on this sketch, but that's okay. We need to add these details to get us there. Then for his haircut, let's see. Obviously this is going to be shaded in, but I can't shade it right now because I'm going to be using Sharpies. And I'm not going to draw stubbled stuff like that. I think that'll work. That captures the essence of Cable for what we're going for. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get going. Let me erase some of these sketch lines so I can get us going. So yeah, this drawing might be a little bit longer. It's okay. But I need just the confidence lines, not all these little lines that got me there. Mostly the face I need to erase because I ended up getting super dark trying to capture what I wanted to do. And I want the Sharpie to stand out, not the pencils. Okay. Okay, so let's welcome everybody that skipped over to the Sharpie portions. There we go. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I do a drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but the pen's a little finer than the fine point and can find the things that a fine point can't quite find. So I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased a majority of it so I can let the Sharpie stand out. So I'm going to start with the Sharpie pen to draw some of the finer detail in the face. Let's get started from there and grow out, okay? So he's going to be a side, kind of a 3/4 profile view, so we're going to have a different angle today. We're going to be using this just to control the line widths much better. I'm going to do the top of the eye like this, do the other one over there like that, just to make sure I've got it where I want it, and to show the angle that I have his head at. So I'm going to do the iris just a little bit, like that. A little dot for a pupil towards the front. And then the other one, obviously, it's his glowing eye, so we're not going to color that in. We're just going to draw like his angry eyebrow. We're going to do this one too. Let's bring it down and up. We'll go ahead and just do the forehead like that too, just so we know where we are and what we're doing. And I'm going to draw just a little bit of the under eye coming down like that. Color will take care of a lot of that. So I'm just going to bring in a little bit of the eye like this. And again, I'm keeping it very minimal, very simple, because colors should do a lot, and I don't want this to bleed because it's so small. So I'm going to draw the nose out like this. So I'm going to come into the face and bring the nostril in like that. There's the side of it. And I've got him kind of yelling, so his mouth is open, so it's going to be up like this a little bit, or higher than normal, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I'm going to come down like this. So I'm showing a little bit of teeth. I'm going to come in here. Going to draw the inside of the mouth, obviously. A little bit of teeth here, and close it off. Okay? There's the front lip down to the chin. And because I'm going to switch over to the Sharpies, I'm also going to try to thicken this up just a little bit, but not too much. Because, like I said, I'm trying to keep it nice and subtle for the face, and control my line widths. All right, so let's give him some creases in his mouth, in his skin, because his jaw is open, or his mouth is open like that. So that part, little lines in his face are showing. You can see some of his jaw like that, and so I'm going to go ahead and draw the jaw where I drew it, like it's a sketch. This is not just me throwing lines down. I planned all this out. And again, thicken it up just a little bit for when I switch over, and get ready for the rest of it. Oh, we can draw his ear since we're over here too. So let's just go ahead and, since we're already right here, let's draw the lobe to the top. Bring it in like that. There's going to be this bad boy coming through here. And then over here like this. That'll be colored in dark, so we don't have to worry too much about that detail. And so let's draw the top of his hair. And he's got his hair, kind of, only on top, and this part's going to be shaved. So there's not a lot we can do right here. We're going to do that with color, okay? Let's give him a little bit of a stress line. Oh, and his little, like, scar. We'll do something like that, okay? There we go. So yeah, for his hairline, then I'm going to do kind of a little, it's up, over like that, and then that'll define where we are and where I can go with it. Okay, but again, I'm following his head and where it's going to end up, and just kind of drawing little pieces like that, because it's shaved, it's stopped right there, but it is longer on top. So we'll come in here and do one of these. There we go. And again, I'm going to thicken up this outer edge just a little bit, just to give it that style for what we're going for. And there we go. So I can do the back of his head, and that's all I'm going to do with this small Sharpie. I'm going to switch over to the big one. There's his skull to his neck. And then this is where he's going to meet his shirt. I will stop with the small Sharpie here. Switch over to the big one. Just got a little thick there. All right, so, oh, and he's got obviously some neck, He's got creases and folds where he's bending and all pushed in right there. All right, so here we're gonna draw the rest of him now. So I'm switching over to the big Sharpie. Let me make sure I got all the details here. And I've got him holding his gun this way. So if you draw this with the Deadpool, you're gonna have two fighting each other. So kind of a little fun that way. Oh, you know what I want to do? His cape. I completely forgot to put that in the sketch. Let me go ahead and do that now to guide us where we are, and that'll also help us do a few things. So we're going to do here for the cape, and come over like this, and it's wrapped around. So we're going to draw some creases and folds, and where it's kind of over, and it'll kind of help us hide a few things, but also let us have a little bit of fun with the look, And so I think what I'll do is I'll just do something like this, and that'll kind of show where it's flying off. And I'm going to bring it back in here where it's flipped over, underside like this, and I'm going to stop right about here so we can see where the rest of the body catches up. Then we'll draw it under like that, okay? But it'll help us to choose where this neck is going. Okay? Awesome. Alright, so that means we can let's draw this arm in here in front, because that's in front of everything else. So I'm going to draw his big old muscular shoulder like this. into his bicep, into the elbow, and on the front, we'll start with the bicep so you see where we are, and then we can draw the muscles. And we'll draw his shirt too real quick, just so you can see that it's tightened on his arm. And we're kind of getting away with, now that I think about it, I didn't plan this, but now that I think about it, we're getting away with not drawing the other muscle arm because it's covered up by the gun. So we're kind of not having to draw everything. I didn't think about that. All right. Okay, so let's draw this arm. Let's finish it up. We're going to do the forearm like this to the wrist like that. So we're going to draw his gun hand, and it's pretty much just that. It's all we got to draw because it's the backside that you can see, and that's pretty much it. So the thumb into the front finger, the index finger, sorry. There's a knuckle there, knuckle there, knuckle there, and there. And again, that's all we're really going to see because of the way it's wrapped around the handle, right? So we'll draw like his gloves, like that, and maybe we'll put a little stress on the knuckles here. Something like that. All right. Let's put a little muscles in the arm here. Something like that. Nothing too crazy. Okay, so now let's draw the gun, and then we can draw his chest and everything that's behind him, right? Okay, so the gun, I'm kind of making it up. I'm going by a picture, but I'm also kind of making it up because I can't do it 100%. And I don't need to, you know? This is just about us drawing what we want. So let's see. And I'm going to eyeball it too, so I'm not worried about whether this is correct or not. Okay, so there's the top part that's going to go to, let's see, something like, see the handle comes down here. We'll see that goes up. So then we're going to say this goes up to here and just follow across. And again, I'm just eyeballing straight across, trying to stay parallel to that is what I'm trying to do. Let's see, then there's going to be a top cylinder over here, like that. This is going to come into that. I'm just going to, again, kind of making this up according to their sketch and how they have it. And so, but you know what? We're here. We're far enough that I can draw the fingers. This is where I wanted to go. So the hand's going to come under here. I'm going to have one pinky there. And now I'll add more detail in a second. The ring finger there. Middle finger. And then the index finger. So again, I just kind of wanted to place them and then I'll add some detail. Probably should have done that. Okay. And I never draw nails. You can if you want to. I just don't think there's enough time for that. So I just kind of draw like the equivalent of where a knuckle would be, so you can see that it's a hand, you know. And that's pretty much it. That's all I can do. All right, so there we go. So it's holding up the underside of the gun, and isn't that the middle hand anyway? Oh, it's got a glove. It's got a glove. That's okay. So yeah, so let's just make up some more of this middle piece. Something like that. Let's add a top part to it. Okay, let's see, what else? Let's do something underneath. Again, I'm looking at a strange photo that's not exactly the exact thing, but it's enough to guide me and help me add some detail. So I apologize if you're here for the gun. Not gonna happen. I'm just here to draw what I can and make up the rest. That's okay. It's a good exercise. It's a good see where it takes us, you know? Okay, so the handle's coming down here. Do like that. Maybe you'll see the stock right about here. And it goes up, and that's it. Okay? So, let me add some detail to that gun. Just a little bit of extra, you know, spaceness. And we'll let color take care of the rest, but, you know, I just want to add a little bit of something to break it up so it's not just a big square or rectangle or, you know, blank shape. There's a bunch of holes. This is not perfect. This should have been more perfectly round, but because there's a bunch of them, and it's all going to be black anyway, you're really not even going to see these in the end. I'm just kind of breaking it up to do something different for us. Right. Okay. Okay, and there, just adding a little bit of extra greeblies, doodadlies, doodanglies, and dough details. There, something like that, just to make it, you know, space gun. Ooh, hang on, one more thing. Just to break up that like I said, just the plainness of it, just to make something different, you know. There, okay, all right. So let's continue with what we can see. And so on his side here, we can see a little bit of those, I guess bullets. Is that what these are? They're going across his chest. Okay, and then they're going to be held on by straps going down. And then there's those whatever those are. What do you call them? Clips is what they are. But we can only see so much of them because of the angle we're at. And let's see, he's got another strap here. We got that one there. His shirt's right there. We'll do that so you can see his shirt. And let's see, so his arm's out there, strap holding the stuff together right there. So this arm will say you can see that much of it coming down. There's that sleeve, and then we can do maybe a little bit of the musculature there for that arm, and that'll give us a chance to draw some metal whenever we color it. Okay, so this is basically his muscles in the metal form, you know, his little metal arm that he's got there. All right. Ooh, maybe you can see some. See if there's there. You see the elbow through there, and that arm. Okay. So let's keep going over here. Let's see, on this side, he's got belts and guns, and let's draw a holster over here. Let's say that's the side, so you can only see so much of that gun. Like that. Let's go ahead and finish up here then. So since we got the inside of that cape. Ooh, the Sharpie's dying. let us add just some extra fun. Something like that. Oops. All right. Okay, so now let's draw a bunch of belts and yeah, just a bunch of belts, all the kinds of stuff that he's got just here, just kind of holding his pants up and holding everything together. And again, I'm just kind of making it up because of how much stuff he actually has, and then what's hanging down right here. So also, I don't know what this is, I'll be honest with you. This thing right here. So I'm just drawing what I see, and we're gonna find out later if I'm right or wrong as to what it is. Because it looks like some kind of gun, but it doesn't. You know, it's weird. So maybe it's a space gun? I don't know. So I'm just adding extra fun, you know, because again, it's a spaceman, you know, or future man. Sorry, I keep calling him spaceman and space guns, but it's future, right? Okay. So now that we've got enough drawn in there for packs and containers and whatnot, let's draw the teddy bear and his pants. Okay. All right. So I'm going to draw his. Let's see. So we can see. Let's see how much of the teddy bear we can see. And not much, honestly, because it's on the side of his leg anyway. So I'm going to draw some pants. There's an ear there. Just bear with me. His leg, arm, down to his knee. Now, the reason I did it like that is because there's going to be an ear. I'm going to put a little eye there. Put the front of it, the nose. So we'll say that's the body, and there's a leg. Okay, does that make sense? Can you see it now? It's a side view. So we'll say it's like this. There's the seam for the middle of the arm. There's the ear. Again, the eye, like that. We'll say that's the front nose. So it's a side. So it's the side of the head, side of the body, there's the leg. Over like that. We'll put 2. So you can see that it's the other arm is hanging down the other way, so we can't see it. Okay? Alright. Alright, we're close. We're close. So now we're just basically drawing pants, because there's not much more else. It's just just his creased, wrinkled pants, because he's been fighting, running, and warring. This is crotch. His pants are going to be wrinkled right there. There's the inside of his leg. I'll do more creases in a second. There's the bottom of his leg, like this. Let's go ahead and do this one since we're here. I'm going to go ahead and draw his pants, and I'm going to add some wrinkles and folds in a second. And then there's his boot. It's kind of back at an angle. And we can see that much of it. There's the heel down to the toe. And come in something like that. I know it looks a little weird, but we're going to fix it. We're going to add some tread. Going to add some detail in a second. You can't really see too much because of the angle that it's at. Let's add a little detail here real quick. So some stress to the pants from where they're bent. Some stress to the shoe. Let's see, there's the front of the foot like that. Let's see. And so if you've got laces, we'll say that it is. We'll add a buckle or something like that right there. If it's got laces, we'll add like a little spot like that, and we'll do this. We'll do this for laces. We'll just go ahead and make them big and black. That way you know that something is there. Okay. There we go. So just space. I keep saying that, not space. future boot is what that is. Okay, so the knee here, again, bend into the pants. And then that's where the boot's going to be, so let me add again more creases and folds here for the wear and tear on his pants here. I keep doing that. Look at that. I keep going into it. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay. And you remember, you don't have to do the exact spots I'm doing. I'm just kind of making it up to add some creases and folds to his pants. It just shows the bends is all it's really doing, giving it some usefulness. Okay, so here's his boot down to his foot. Let's see, it comes over like this. Something like that. We'll add that tread I was talking about, just to add some wear to it. Then we're going to add the laces. Something like that. There we go. All right, a little bit more detail and we're done. Just to make it come alive. Ooh, let's do this. So I can do that here. Okay, just some bend on the wear and tear and bend on the boot. And there you go. Like that. So there you go. I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is Cable. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.